London, a global financial centre founded on bastardism. And amongst these bastards, King Charlie Brooker. Drunk with power and avaricious to the point of perversion, King Charlie is about to oversee the ultimate job interview from hell on Thames. There are 3 contestants and competition will be fierce, but only one will emerge as the unloser.
You suck. You're history. You're f***ed. Well, what are you standing for? Sit down. Let me tell you a bit about myself. I'm outrageously successful, obscenely, offensively so. And this is despite having no qualifications whatsoever. I don't even have any basic skills. I don't even have basic charisma. And yet I'm sitting here, looking at you lot sitting there, looking at me sitting here. And if that isn't testament to something, then quite frankly, I don't know what is. I don't like chancers. I don't like bum lickers. I don't like women or men. I don't like wasps. I don't like Kasabian. I don't like it when you sit on a deck chair and the vinyl sticks to your thighs and it all feels a bit sticky. There's a lot of things I don't like. At the moment, okay, there's 3 of you. At the end of the day, one of you will be walking away with a prize. The other 2 are going away with nothing. But that's the world of competition for you. It's not a cosy little world. It's not the cosy little world you're used to, full of pom-poms and dumplings. No. It's blood on the carpet, concrete and piss, jackals shitting in stairwells. I expect nothing less than 115% dedication. If you're going to wipe your nose like a little f***ing schoolgirl, you will ask for permission first.
I apologise, I have a cold.
Oh, boo-hoo! You're a confident chap, aren't you?
Yes.
He thinks he's going to win. Is he going to win?
He hasn't seen anything yet, King Charlie.
None of you really impressed me yet. No, all you've done is sit in chairs. Anyway, here's what I want you to do. I've got to go to a wedding tomorrow, and I haven't bothered getting any gifts yet because you lot are going to take care of that for me. You're going to have a very limited budget and you're going to have a very limited time frame. And at the end of the day, you're going to come back here and 2 of you will get f***ed. Off you go.
Well, so far I seem to be cutting a convincingly fearsome figure. At least that's how we've edited it. What actually happened was this.
At the end of the day, you're going to come back here and 2 of you will get f***ed. I'm going to make you be serious. I've got weapons. I probably made a mistake because some of them started laughing and it was really hard not to join in. Which means they probably weren't as nervous as they should have been. So when we shoot the other scene later, when I'm going over the results of the task, I'm going to try and be a shit throughout and I'm going to really try not to laugh.
Every bastard TV boss needs a sidekick, and I'm no exception. So who better for the role than my actual boss? As per tradition, let's introduce her with a Ponzi sequence backed by Club to Death, the most overused piece of music in TV history.
I'm Annabelle Jones. I'm the managing director of a production company that makes Screenwipe, and Charlie Brooker is my bitch.
Having chosen Joe as team captain, the contestants leave for the Northcote Road.
Squirrel?
Squirrel? Did you just call him Squirrel?
I think. Sorry, what's your name again?
Cyril.
Sorry.
They set about getting on with the task we've set them. But as well as dealing with our deliberately vague instructions, they have to put up with being shadowed by about 15 production staff, cameramen, researchers, the producer and so on, and of course this camera following them. It's all a logistical nightmare. They keep running across the road, which is dangerous, and it's hard to keep up with them. And Mike, the researcher, has to keep a note of absolutely everything they're doing.
I'm keeping a note of how everyone's getting on, interviewing them all separately, making notes of any potential conflicts arising.
Actually, Mike suffers a lot in this show when he's not wearing a leotard or dressing as a minstrel. He's building props or animating graphic sequences. And what reward does he get? Well, this. Anyway, the upshot is our contestants are continually interrupted. They have to wait while we get permission to film inside the shops, wait while we set up the cameras, wait while we get anyone caught on camera to sign a release form, wait for mics to be fitted, batteries to be changed, and they have to move around at our behest when the nearby roadworks drown out the audio.
We're having a nightmare with the sounds. We've now got a lot of noise in the background and it sounds like a war zone.
In short, they're constantly aware of the sheer scrutiny they're under, which naturally increases the pressure. And as we'd hoped, Shaz and Joe seem to be rubbing each other up the wrong way.
I need to hand them to you one at a time. We haven't got time. Yes, we have. Okay.
So we can highlight that by shooting interviews with them, plucking out some sound bites and combining them into a nice little bitching sequence.
I would make a decision. We go to the gift shop.
Yeah, that's what I
Thank you.
She overpowered the whole teamwork with her approach. She could have dealt with it a bit differently.
Her weaknesses are that she doesn't listen and she needs to stop talking quite so much.
Then something unexpected happens. Barry interprets the something blue instruction, which was 5 edible blue items, as meaning he can buy 5 identical bottles of blue Alcopop. Now, this is actually our fault for not specifying there should be 5 different items, but in TV, as in Vegas, the house always wins. So we'll say that it's their fault. Now I've got a stick to beat them with later.
Prior to shooting the scene where I assess the contestants' efforts, I need to be fed information on what actually happened during the task. Again, we're less interested in how they actually did than what buttons I can push to get an emotional reaction on camera and give the viewers the catfight they sorely deserve. We're also looking to create a narrative, so we decide my tactics in advance.
Start on Shaz, start talking about all her weaknesses, encouraging the other two to join in.
Start on Shaz.
As the contestants walk dramatically up and down corridors to provide us with useful wallpaper shots, I brush up on my TV judging skills.
To be a good judge in the real world, you need the wisdom of Solomon, the patience of a saint, and the diplomacy of Morgan Freeman. But to cut it as a TV judge, you've just got to be a blustering, belligerent bastard like this.
Stand up straight. What is your game here today? What is your fucking game? Something's happened to you, you've just switched off completely. You're turning into a right little bitch.
Yes, TV judges are more celebrity bollockers than anything else, so what tips can I pick up from them?
We'll start by taking notes from a prick, Mel Smith lookalike Darren Lyons from ITV2's nail-biting Deadline.
Now Sonic the Hedgehog's let himself go.
Okay. You don't pull anything out of the bag for me, and you go and get your fucking hair done and do your fucking shopping, don't you? That's all you're interested in, shopping and fucking hair.
Okay, be foul-mouthed.
Now let's see what we can learn from poor man's rich man Peter Jones in The Lackluster Tycoon.
Really happy with the way it's turned out, and I hope you are too.
This is it, honestly. You have created a newsletter that my 11-year-old daughter could do.
Pour scorn on all achievements.
Now some pointers from human doll Neo puppet David Guest in The Shit Greases the Word.
Hold it. This is really crap. I mean, I gotta tell you, it's not good. I've worked with tons of dancers. I was married to a dancer. This is not the way you dance. This is not the way to do it. None of you yet could play this role. I'm gonna come back in about 10 minutes. Get it together, because this is really not good.
Act personally offended by any mistakes.
Back to the sweaty, intense Deadline now to learn how to talk right from Gobby Harrod and Janet Street preachers, mean Porter.
But I asked on Thursday at 4 o'clock.
No, I'm doing. I'm going now, like a whirlwind.
Well, we don't all need to be involved in it!
Don't talk if you can shout.
Now let's see what we can learn from the body language of the bastards in the hellish begfest that is Dragon's Den. Oh, cheer up. I said cheer up. Oh, you can't cheer up.
Maintain a sour expression at all times.
Time for a masterclass in TV bossery from the superb apprentice courtesy of the grand showman Sir Alan Sugar.
He is going to make mincemeat out of you, Sunshine, if you do not start speaking up for yourself. So, Trey.
Yep.
Make mincemeat out of him then.
Whip up arguments.
Been a bankrupt twice. Well, Rory, here's the hat trick. You're fired.
Focus on the negative.
Finally, Gordon Ramsay in the brutal Hell's Kitchen USA with one last valuable lesson.
Melissa, give me your jacket.
Oh, thank God.
You, madam, are going in the men's team. Take your jacket off.
dummy manoeuvres. Make them think you're attacking someone else. Lull them into false sense of security.
Bonnie, back in line.
Okay, well that's basically how I've got to behave. I reckon I can handle that.